pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. And tonight, it's lacrosse, our second lacrosse game of the season. Good evening, everybody. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ubrazati and, of course, the Vieira Hawk Lacrosse Booster Club. I'm going to find out what the official name of that club is. I know, like the baseball clubs, the RBI club. We'll see if they got a name. The Hawks come in, close one the other night with Melbourne, 25-1 victory. This is a team this year that is built to win against some of the best competition, not in this county, in the state of Florida. And we'll talk about that as the game progresses tonight. And I mean no disrespect to Melbourne, but I know that Coach Irvin does a terrific job over there, and this Vieira lacrosse team is just built different this year. Tonight, their opponent, the Martin County Tigers, who come in at 2-0 this season. They got a 5-2 win over Jensen Beach and a 7-1 win over South Fork. And so as the players take the field, we'll get ready for the face-off here. Four captains for the Vieira Hawks in goal. Guy I absolutely love playing this sport, playing this position. He is junior Utah commit Jackson Lynch. And another captain, Landon Almonte. Kyle Fisher back this season. And, of course, Kyle led the team in goals a couple of years ago. And last year suffered an injury. And he is returning and returned in force the other night with 5 of the 25 Hawk goals. And, of course, on defense, Granger Lamp. There you see your starters out on the field there. And don't know much about Martin County. They don't believe in max preps. So we'll find out as we go along.
Alan, the viewers at home got a chance to hear a beautiful rendition of the national anthem.
Yes, it was. It's not often we get to hear it live and in person, but tonight, and what I mean by that is live starters. All right.
Yeah, that's starters for Martin County.
And the starters for Vieira is going to be Ryan Woodward, Jackson Lynch, of course, in goal, Landon Almonte, Connor Huffman, Ben Van Genekten, one of my favorite names to say, Van Genekten. Also out there is Kyle Fisher, Granger Lamp, and Jacob Glick. For Martin County, it'll be Ryan Diopoulos, Will Schilling, Blake D, we're going to call him, Zach Chapman, Zane Sondheim, Bradley Ross. We'll give you the rest of the starters here in just a second as the ball is controlled by Almonte. Almonte cradles away from the defender, turns inside, and the Hawks will set up the O. Head coach Bob Nunn in his second year, 16-7. Shot right out of the gate. Nice save there by Patrick McCoy, the senior keeper for Martin County. Bob Nunn in his second season with Vieira, 16-7. Spent a couple of years over at Merritt Island where he was 34-11. Curtis Vieira, Logan Wara, and Paul Wilson listed as the assistant coaches for the Hawks. Matt Goodman the other night with 4 goals as well. And the big goal scorer the other night with 6 of them was Aiden McNamara. Vieira back in that X area. Turns. Good defense here. Vieira sets it up. Aiden. That's Aiden right there, McNamara. Number 23. Connor Huffman. Shot and wide left. Now, I'm no Jackson Robb with the technicalities of the game. So if you're looking for that, you probably need to wait for Jackson's return next week. Jackson actually has a game tonight. His Satellite Scorps are taking on Sebastian River, so good luck to Jackson. Shot, and that one wide of the goal. Interestingly enough, Vieira, in that first game of the season, 59 total shots, 39 of them on goal. They were throwing some rubber. 10-15 to go here in the opening quarter. Nice move by McNamara. Inside spins, and Aiden McNamara finds the bottom left portion of the net, and the Hawks take an early 1-0 lead.
McNamara loves that swim move, and I see why. That swim move allowed him to get in the gap there and create his shot.
It's a nice ball location, too, in that bottom left-hand corner. McCoy didn't really have a chance. Couldn't get his stick turned back the other way in time. And McNamara with 7 of the Hawks' first 26 goals this season, his 7th of the year. And here we go with the face-off. Ryan Woodward. Fogo, and face-off, get-off, he does. Stepping on for him is Gabe C., who battles for it. C., ball's up in the air, picked up by Ryan Diopoulos. And Martin County, who has not yet crossed the midfield line, will do so for the first time tonight. And a flag is thrown, so delayed penalty coming here on the Hawks. Back in the X area goes Trey O'Donnell. He spins, turns, shoots. Jackson Lynch hugs that left side of the pole and blocks the shot. The Hawks are going to get a penalty here. I'm going to wait for the public address announcer to announce it. It'll be 1 minute slashing penalty to Landon Almonte. The Hawks with just 3 penalties, according to their statistics from the other night, so that'll be the 4th of the year. And a man up will go Martin County. Jackson gave up none of that pole area there. And they'll swing it through the perimeter. Vieira in their penalty kill zone type defense. And the errant pass. Nice job as they patiently waited for that. Scooped up. This is Connor Mann with it. Mann looking for Kyle Fisher. Fisher breaks in front. Mann back in the X. And they'll kill this penalty. That's one thing that's going to happen here. It was just a minute long. They're waiting. And here he comes, Almonte. Penalty killed. Vieira 1 for 1 in the penalty kill. McNamara with a blast that rolls wide to the right. I think it was wide right. I'm going to turn the lights on. I'm not sure what it's going to do to help me, but shot and a save. Well, I tell you what, McNamara can whip that thing, and McCoy, he'll feel that one. There's another flag and another delayed penalty coming on the Hawks. As soon as it's touched or possessed, and there it is.
McNamara with the penalty.
Yep. Another minute slashing call. This one will go against the Hawks' leading goal scorer early this season, Aiden McNamara. So a minute in the box. The Hawks 1 for 1 already in the PK. So, but certainly not a situation Bob Nunn's going to want to see continuously happen. Tomorrow night, they got Lake Highland Prep. If you know anything about lacrosse in this state, that's a pretty potent name. And again, Martin County will set it up. 7:37 to go in the opening here. 1-0 Vieira on an Aiden McNamara goal, his 7th of the season. And they'll swing it around back behind in the X. In front, cuts. Gonna try that in front, and eaten up there. And Jackson Lynch with a couple of saves there. And Vieira gets out of it. And across the midfield line comes Connor Huffman. And setting up now will be Landon Almonte. Yeah, I was going to say, when's he going to throw the penalty there?
I was you saw everything there from the push from behind.
Well, McNamara's looked like a lot less, at least what I called of it.
Yeah.
And the Hawks are 2 for 2 in the PK tonight, and they're about to get their first man advantage here. And a goal! That scoots through Matt Goodman with a butte between the legs. And a big PK turns into a goal. And Vieira with a 2-0 lead. Matt Goodman, another big goal scorer from the other night. Goodman had 4 goals. That's his 5th of the year for Goodman. And a nice, you don't want to see the penalties, but the trend here is Vieira's 2 for 2 in the PK. And because of the goal on the delay, there won't be a penalty now. As Ryan Woodward comes on for the faceoff. And this one won by Martin County. Woodward can't get off. In front, shot, Lynch again.
It was a great save by Lynch, but I'll say this for Martin County, that was excellent pass and an excellent shot. Just Lynch was too far ahead of it.
You know what we used to say?
What?
It's a great shot if it goes in.
Oh. All right, you know what?
I'm just giving the guy a hard time. The shot was good. The save was better. How about that?
Yes.
We can agree on that one.
Yes, we can.
I want to say hello to Chase Alexander. He'll be on the production tomorrow night. And Bo Bartlett will be on the call. Chase will, gotta be good to get Chase back. I feel like I haven't seen him since 2020. Shot and a goal. That one skips up off the ground. That a real nice shot and a goal there by Will Schilling, the senior, and it's 2-1.
Found his way around the crease, worked his way, and and that was a nice bounce shot.
Well, they figured they couldn't beat Jackson by just firing shots at him, so they just skipped that one on the ground, and that one just jumped over Jackson's stick. He had the position on it, just didn't get the stick up in time. 5:26 time of the goal. And it's 2-1 as Schilling cashes in for Martin County. The Hawks won the first 6 ever meetings between these two programs, and the two teams have split the last 4, with Vieira winning last season. And a nice win by Ryan Woodward there, and he'll get off. Good job. And I was going to say, where's the slash on that? And there it comes. So Vieira now with another opportunity here. As soon as Martin County gains possession, the whistle will blow, and the Hawks will be an extra man up unless they score here. He may have even hit him in the head. So we'll see what the call is. In front, Fisher with it. And Fisher again to the loose ball. Picks up the ground ball. Fisher in. Shoots, and that one. And let's see what the call is. No idea. It's on. It looks like it's on the goal scorer. Will Schilling picked it up. I'm not even sure of that. I couldn't see the referee's hands. So I have no idea what the penalty or the time is here, but the Hawks, I know, are an extra man up with 4:41 to go in the opening session. Almonte, this is a lethal power play. Shoots. I don't know if that's a shot that Coach Nunn wanted on that possession there.
Now, usually when you're man up, you have that opportunity to find your best shot.
Good defense, outstanding defense by Martin County there to take it away. They just took it away, and we get a whistle and a timeout. So we got a timeout on the field with 4:16 to go. Aiden McNamara, Matt Goodman, the goal scorers for Vieira. Will Schilling for Martin County. We'll be right back right here on Brevard Sports Network. I want to thank Uberzati. You want to know if Uberzati works? You're looking at the byproduct of Uberzati right there on the field in the Vieira Hawks. Coach Bob Nunn has last year entered this program into a revolutionary way to train, and it has worked wonders for a Vieira team that 2-3 years ago struggled in the fourth quarter to hold leads and come back. And last year, you could certainly see a difference in the final stages of games for this club. And this year, with 2 years under their belt in Uberzati, big things expected. For more information, the information is on the bottom of the screen. The timeout over. Back to action here. Tightly contested first period. 2-1, Vieira up. Will Schilling for Martin County. McNamara and Goodman for Vieira. Hawks right now with a man up, but Martin County with possession. Nice defense by Vieira there. Looked like Jacob Glick was in on that. Stolen. Lynch comes out, and Jackson Lynch, and a wide open net now. Lynch on the ground, gets the big stick on it, and he's going to bring it up, and a whistle. And a timeout. Bob Nunn said, none of that. Timeout. I tell you what, confusion reigns supreme there, no doubt. But Jackson Lynch, right now, I'm not sure what the coach is conveying to him, but he came out to pick the ball up, and once he was able to get possession of it, took off with it. But listen, I don't know much about coaching the world of lacrosse, but I love his aggressive nature. That's one of the things I've always loved about him. I know it's gotten him in trouble a time or two. There's no doubt about that.
And I think that's what maybe Coach Nunn was saying is, hey, you had 3 or 4 teammates come in when you see that.
I also like his chances with that bigger stick.
I get it, but from a coaching perspective, when your teammates are there, you're saying, okay, your teammates can handle that. You get your butt back in.
Back in the net, right. I hear you.
Because if that ball pops out, now Martin County's shooting to a wide open net.
Right. No, I hear you.
I agree.
I'm defending my guy.
Hey, look, I love aggressive play as much as the next guy.
I hear you.
I just had to take your. Gosh,
no, I hear you.
We've been hanging out way too much.
Soccer and lacrosse, two things I'm still very much learning the nuances of. And Vieira now 0 for 1 on the PK and or on the extra man. That goal came on a delayed penalty, so they weren't actually up a man. And Martin County, 1 for 1. Oh, nice spin inside. And the bounce shot nearly worked. Who got the stick out? Martin County?
I think Martin County. Yep.
If you're watching from Martin County, welcome. Good to have you aboard here tonight. And they got numbers wide open on the left wing. Shot and a goal. Set up absolutely gorgeous play by Martin County. Zane Sundheim with the goal. And Sundheim was all alone. Nary a hawk on him, Caleb.
He was. He drifted to the outside, kind of found his open space, and subtly made himself available without making himself available.
Yeah. Well, Jackson didn't have a chance on that
Right.
one. He was wide open.
Look, when you can get someone on the attack like that, one-on-one with the goalie, it's really tough on a goalie.
Yeah. Looks like we got us a little game here, huh?
Yes, sir.
And Ryan Woodward checked hard.
That was a great stick check.
Yeah, it was. And the intensity level has amped up here with 2:38 to play in the first period as Alex Chapman, their Fogo, gets off.
That was a nice trail there by Martin County, having someone seeing his teammate getting double teamed.
Yeah. 2:16 to play in the first. 2-2. Martin County has played in low-scoring affairs this year in their two games. To this point, a 5-2 win over Jensen Beach and a 7-1 win over South Fork. Back in the X is Zach Chapman with it, and Chapman swings it out over on the right wing. And settling it down will be the sophomore midfielder, Trey O'Donnell. O'Donnell guarded by Connor Huffman. Works inside. Tries to spin. Good job. What a play there by Granger Lamp. Nice pick. In front, and P did not have the picks legal.
Yes, picks are legal.
Okay.
A lot like basketball, you have to have yourself established, and you cannot move.
Okay. Let's say hello to Scott Pedrick watching. Got you, Scott. I did not see that, so thanks for pointing that out. That's one of the things that I know Coach Nunn stresses is that transition game. Ball on the ground. And lots of physical contact there, and that's going to be referee signals. Vieira ball here. It'll be Kyle Fisher with it. I want to say hello to Heather Rothermel, watching these young men from Arizona. Go Hawks. Back behind the cage in the X area is Almonte. Almonte with a nice little swim spin and a goal. What a beaut Clark that was from Almonte. And Lendon Almonte swam in front of the net, Caleb, and buries it.
Alan, correct me if I'm wrong. He did that all one-handed. The same swim move, kept one hand on the stick, and even shot one-handed.
Yes, indeed. It was Purdy. And for Landon Almonte, his third of the year. And Hawks take a 3-2 lead with 15.9 seconds to go. And I'm sure Coach Brandenburg will tell the troops, you never want to give up a goal in the first 2 minutes or the last. You don't want to give up a goal, period. But the ones in the final minute and a half, 2 minutes of a quarter or a half, they sting the most. (3-2). And the two Fogos. Woodward Ryan has done a nice job here tonight. And this one, won by Vieira. Nice job by Woodward there to trail that ball and pick it up. Now he's got to get off here. And he won't have a chance as the period will end. And that will take us to the end of the first period with the Vieira Hawks on top 3-2. Back with the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back here to Hawk Stadium, where Vieira scores with 15.9 seconds to play in the first quarter and lead it 3-2 over the Martin County Tigers. You're watching Brevard Sports Network special presentation of Prep Lacrosse, BSN, powered by Natwick Insurance. Caleb will get that bottom banner up there, I'm sure, here in a few, but I want to thank Uberzati. I want to thank the Vieira Hawks Lacrosse Booster Club as well. You'll see 10 more games here on the network coming up this season, and a big one tomorrow night as the Hawks will test their early season medal as they'll head on over to Vieira Regional Park tomorrow and take on the Lake Highland Prep Highlanders. Lake Highland Prep, always a top 4 team in this state. Matter of fact, you and I did a regional championship a couple years ago between St. Edwards and Lake Highland Prep. That was a game in which we saw both goalies score a goal.
Yeah. It's one of the two of the most amazing goals I think we've ever seen.
And they both came from each goalie in that game. It was crazy. And I was really new to broadcasting lacrosse at that time, and I remember looking at the guy that was doing the game with me, and I went, "Is that normal?" And he goes, "Nope, not by a long shot."
Surprise!
Teams will switch sides here. Vieira in white with the green shorts. Martin County in their royal blue with the white numbers on the backs. And we are underway here in second quarter. And face-off won by Ryan Diopoulos. I don't believe Diopoulos is a Fogo. Fogo meaning just comes on for the face-offs and then gets off. Well, there he goes, so maybe he is. I don't know, maybe he's not. How about I just watch the game?
That's the thing.
And now that both Fogos are off, all right. As Martin County sets up.
That's the thing in lacrosse. You know, sometimes in college you have dedicated, Fogos. That's their only job. And sometimes you might just have a really good midi that, can be a midi and happen to be able to do face-offs.
Yeah. Martin County's not a real big team, but they are quick. And this is Schilling, who's got a goal tonight. Patience right now from Martin County, Caleb.
And I think this patience could pay off is to keep making smart passes, kind of still feeling out the defense here.
Second quarter underway, 10:34 to play in the half. 3-2 Vieira on top.
When you're going up against a goalie like Lynch, have to.
That's just great defense there by Vieira. Outstanding defense. That was Granger Lamp on the D there. And that one in front, and a mistake, and Schilling ties it at 3. Confusion in the Vieira defense, and that leads to a Martin County goal. And Will Schilling with his second of the night, Caleb.
Schilling coming up big there, and great job by Martin County capitalizing off the mistake.
Yep.
Tying the ball game, and
I don't believe that was a case of Lynch being out there. He just lost his defensive help there, and I think there was confusion as to who was going to handle the ball. And Will Schilling said, "I'll take it." I loved when Deopolis just came out from Martin County, patted Woodward. 2 guys gave each other a high five and then went to war in the face-off circle. Scotty Pedrick says, "Oops." Yeah, that's one Vieira's defense would like to have back, and it comes following an outstanding play by Lamp. 9:41 to play here in the second quarter. And Martin County once again controls the possession here in the Vieira zone. This is Grady McKinney, the junior midfielder, with it. And he'll run back to X area and feed it out on the left wing over there to Zach Chapman. And Trey O'Donnell way up top. Caleb setting this up. He'll get a running start. Here comes a nice pick. And swinging around it is Jackson Santangelo. Oh, what a feed, but unable to get a good shot off there was Martin County.
And
that was a good give and go there.
Yeah, it was. Lynch doing an excellent job getting possession back for the Hawks.
Yeah. As Lynch will come out and direct the offense. Over to Granger. Granger with a nice feed up to Matt Goodman, and Goodman will roll inside. Goodman breaks away, finds in front, shot, and a beaut. How about the pass from Goodman to, I believe that's Kyle Fisher. Kyle Fisher with the goal. How about the assist from Matt Goodman, Caleb?
Goodman with a laser-on pass to Fisher. Fisher fakes low, goes high, and putting it in the back of the cage.
That was a beautiful 4-pass goal. It went from Lynch to Lamp to Goodman to Fisher, and it was a goal. 4 accurate passes, and the Hawks with a goal. Well done. 4-3 Vieira. And the face-off again won, and they couldn't control the pass inside, and Jackson Lynch scoops it up in the crease. And that errant pass gets away from Jacob Glick. Glick loses it again. Nobody can control the hot potato, but now Martin County does. And they got somebody open underneath. Inside swim and a goal. Shot and a goal. Bradley Rost scores it. And we're tied again, Caleb.
Martin County aggressive off the jump and finally secured possession. Found the open guy.
Well, they took advantage. Just as we were praising the passing of Vieira, it was errant passes that led to that Martin County goal. Unable to control the ball there, and Martin County takes advantage, and we're tied at 4 with 8:01 to go. Woodward again here has lost the last 3. Make it 4. Or actually, that wasn't Woodward that time. As coach goes with Cody Wessel that time in the face-off. Spins, turns. Nice swim move there to get into the X. He gets in front, wide open, and that one hits the ground, skips wide left, and that'll be Vieira ball as Jackson Lynch gets his stick across the end line first. Good heads-up play by the Hawk keeper. Granger Lamp with it now. Uh-oh. I will say this now that the game has started. That young man, I know, let's just say anonymously, he's banged up today. He's banged up today. So he's out there gutting it out. Pretty banged up.
Sidearm shot for the Hawks.
Matt Goodman with a quick release there. Man, that was a dangerous pass. Nice job there by Martin County's McKinney to cradle that into his body and make sure he had possession of it. And this is Schilling, who's got 2 of the Martin County goals here tonight. 4-4, 6:40 to play in the first half. Shot, and Martin County will keep possession on that one.
It's a good old isolation.
Yeah. Bradley Ross back there with it. Good game, Caleb.
It is. Nice little back and forth contest.
And getting off is Grady McKinney. And his substitution will come on. And his substitution will handle the ball. I believe that's O'Donnell, number 22, who's catching a breather. 5:44 to go. And you can clearly see Martin County's game plan here tonight. Long possessions. Oh, O'Donnell in front, and that one scoots wide left, and O'Donnell sticks his stick across the line, and that's why I'd love to see a shot clock at this. I want to see a shot clock.
Yeah,
I just absolutely want to see a shot clock.
if we're going to continue to grow the sport here in the county.
If you're not going to grow the sport beyond a certain point if you don't get one.
Right.
You're playing with them in college.
That was just great stick defense.
Yes, it was. And I'll tell you what, O'Donnell's doing a good job there, but the Vieira defense too much as Jackson Lynch scoops that one up. And the Hawks in transition across the midfield line. This is Dylan with it. Almonte now. Oh, no, that's not Almonte. Inside, look at that move. Well, he was just barreling his way through there like a bowling ball. It was Cannon Velitis just knocking people over. 4:45. Velitis back off. Nice feed there on the go. Perfect pass. And that one gets away. Oh, my goodness. That is a tipped ball off the stick of Brody Baird. Baird hit that ball, and it changed directions, and Martin County leads for the first time 5-4. That's one of those deflections in front that used to drive me nuts when I played hockey, but that's what that was, a deflection in front. Brody Baird, number 23, with the goal. He'll get credit for it. That ball was going one way. Baird stuck out his stick, and it just ricocheted right off of it into the net.
I'll tell you, Vieira's got to start winning some of these face-offs.
Yeah, no doubt. And they will win this one. Maybe. Yes. No. Yes. No. Not yet. This is still the face-off. And
yes,
finally won by Vieira. as Matt Goodman picks it up. 5-4, Martin County on top. 4:10 to play in the second quarter. 3 of Martin County's goals have been 2 as a result of Vera mistakes and the last one on a deflection. But you take them any way you get them, and you build momentum off of it. And Martin County certainly showing they're more than capable of coming in here tonight and upsetting the Hawks. I'd love to be a fly on the wall at halftime. That one gets away. I can call offsides.
Yeah. His foot came across ever slightly, but still came across.
That was pretty ticky-tacky to me. I mean, you're allowed to reach across.
You are. I was like, to me, it didn't even look like he stepped over. His foot just slid in the dirt.
To the referees, he's got a better angle than I do. And then, from what I could see in the parking lot, looked like a pretty good crew. One guy pulled up with a Maryland tag, so I figured he had to at least know something about the game. Then again, I'm from Maryland. That doesn't really mean much.
From Maryland, know a little bit about the game and
two things I didn't do in Maryland: play lacrosse or eat seafood.
I would say I'm like, and you don't care for much seafood.
All my friends played. A couple of them went on to play at University of Maryland. .230 to go. Martin County.
Ooh.
Matt Goodman in between 4 Martin County defenders. Not much help there on the offensive side as Almonte gives chase, and he slips, and that'll be a penalty coming.
Yep.
That's going to be the 2-minute variety there. It's either going to be a trip or a slash. And let's see how many minutes this is. Martin County's going to go up a man with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if it is for the duration of timeout, Vieira. And I just can't see what he's calling. So, obviously, Vieira's going to be a man down tonight. Neither of these teams have scored with the extra man tonight. Vieira's 2 for 2 in the PK, and Martin County is 1 for 1. Meg Ray Cathcart, Maryland native here too. Well, Miss Meg Ray, I am from Catonsville area. Glad everyone could be with us here tonight. Always, I just, it's the time period from mid-December till this week that drives me nuts because there's not much to do. The FHSAA charges for we're in the winter sports playoffs now.
Yep.
Basketball is expensive to broadcast, and and soccer is expensive to broadcast in the playoffs. Thank goodness we get our sponsors to step up. But once spring sports really gets going, the lacrosse, the softball, the baseball, the track and field, all of it, and I'm much better off when I've got something to do every night than when I'm sitting home, trying to find content.
Folks, I can attest.
Yeah, I bet you can. 2:04. Caleb can certainly tell when I'm bored. Annapolis. Oh, yeah, my daughter currently lives in Severna Park. The capital of Maryland. Home of the Naval Academy. All right, under 2 to go here.
I did not know that.
Yep. Really?
I Genuine.
And Martin County looking to take a 2-goal lead, and they will on a great feed in front. Number 14 with the goal. Tegan Borman scores the 6th goal, and the extra man goal puts Martin County up by 2. And Vieira will drop the 2 for 3 with the extra man, or down a man, I should say. And it is going to take some kind of an adjustment. And I don't know, and I haven't seen Vieira play enough to be able to say to you, because the Spartan County team's pretty good, so I would not want to make the assumption. Look, they came in 2-0, right? So I wouldn't want to make the assumption that they would even think to look past this team to Lake Highland Prep tomorrow night. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But if that's the case, then Bob Nunn is going to definitely take care of that. And here comes Vieira with 90 seconds to go to try to cut this 2-goal deficit to 1. And Aiden McNamara, who scored 6 times the other night and once here tonight, gets it over to Connor Huffman. Bob may not let me back if they don't come out on top of this one tonight.
You guys can't come back until you have Jackson.
Right. 1 minute to go. Yeah, right. Connor Huffman with it. Huffman dips down back towards the X. 40 seconds to go. First half. Hawks scored with 15:09 to go in the first quarter. 15.9 seconds. Matt Goodman has got a goal tonight. Top of the slot area. That's Velitis over to Goodman. Back to Hoffman. 22 seconds.
If you're the Hawks here, you're working for the last shot.
McNamara, Almonte, and that'll go. Oh, wow. Wow. And that will be Martin County ball, and they'll likely just run out the clock here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 8 seconds left, and a lucky bounce there. They got a chance with 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and a great save by Jackson Lynch to prevent this from being a 3-goal game. But we go to the half, and Martin County has come to Vieira to play. They lead it 6-4. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the third quarter.
One.
All right, welcome back here at Hawk Stadium. Second half underway. Vieira's got some work to do. They trail by 2 as Martin County in the royal blue, and they're going to be moving from right to left on your handheld device. And Vieira in the white jerseys with the green shorts, and the white helmets moving from, obviously now, left to right. It's been an interesting game here tonight for Vieira as a Brevard County guy. I'd love to sit here and make excuses, but I won't. And we'll see if they get them corrected. Martin County has taken advantage of Hawk errors in their own defensive zone and made Vieira pay. And that one, Jackson Lynch gets a stick on, but it doesn't go out. And Martin County resets here. 2 goals by Will Schilling tonight. And the Hawks, who had 10 goal scorers, scored 25 goals against Melbourne in their opening match of the season, have Aiden McNamara, Matt Goodman, Landon Almonte, and Kyle Fisher as goal scorers tonight. 10:43 to play in the third quarter. Martin County top of the slot. Jackson Lynch scoops it up, and in transition comes Vieira. This is Ben Van Genekten, I believe. Is that 10 or 16? 16.
16.
Check it. Gabe C. I just wanted to say Van Genekten.
And back to what you were saying about Martin County, they've been playing the type of game you need to play. They've capitalized off mistakes, and they're not making mistakes on their own part.
They know Vieira's got snipers for days.
Yes.
I don't know how that's not a trip. Inside, Almonte. Oh, that's just good defense there. And Kyle Fisher comes away with it, and Almonte gets up wanting a penalty, but none called. I just thought that was good, solid, hard defense by Martin County.
That's what it looked like to me.
And Connor Huffman. Aiden McNamara with a rocket, and where's the official? Oh, there he is. Yeah. The Vieira ball as Kyle Fisher resets in the X, and he'll get it out. And not liking. Want to see a little quicker. I thought we'd see a little quicker start here, Caleb.
Yeah. You start that inbound off of not catching an easy pass. Look, I get
making him fix his pocket. Hang on. Tighten the strings down, and away we go. See him make him tighten that?
Yeah. I believe regulation is
shot, and that one goes off the goalpost, football goalpost. This is Almonte. Spins, swims, turns, shot, goal. Almonte with another butte, Caleb.
Almonte providing a much-needed goal for the Hawks.
They had to come away from that possession with a goal to build some confidence, and Landon Almonte does just that. That's a very similar goal to the one he scored his first of the night for Almonte, his 4th of the year. And the Hawks climbed within a goal here, and it's, or did they say, yeah, it's a goal. 6-5 is our score. This is one area Vieira didn't really win in the first half, was face-offs. There was one stretch Martin County won 4 in a row. And they will win this one. They will not win this one.
No. That was good work on the pop. Unfortunately, no one was just back there to receive it.
Connor Huffman trouble corralling it in there. 8:47 to go. Hawks down by 1. Martin County with the ball. Ryan Diopoulos, who is their Fogo. Him and Chapman, where Diopoulos played some in the first half. And this was their game in the first half. And they were able to sustain it, Caleb, because of accurate passing.
You know, accurate passing and smart passes.
Yeah.
They're not just throwing it around, willy nilly.
You can't play four corners, which is essentially what this is,
Yes.
without making sure the ball gets in the pocket of your player. Shot, and that one scoots wide, and Martin County will keep the ball. Jackson Lynch gave no opening there. 7:58 to go, 6-5. Martin County on top as they look to try to get out back in front by 2. Zach Chapman with it. The goal scorers, Sundheim, Borman, Rost, and Baird with a goal apiece. Schilling with 2 for Martin County.
This is almost like the football equivalent of, sometimes playing the best defense to play is not having to play it all that much.
Correct. And
So, the call there was they didn't get back in the box.
gotcha.
You can only have X amount of seconds outside the box before you have to get another touch back in the box.
And they did not. And this is Connor Huffman with it, and the Hawks with a little momentum now, scoring on their last trip down. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Gabe C with it. Is that a flag on the field? Yep, sure is. So apparently we've got a delayed penalty coming. Good hard defense there. And here comes the penalty. I'm lost here.
The officials are conferencing.
So you're going to call push or a cross check. Is that a cross
Yep.
check? And it's going to be on Martin County. And it's going to be called on Alex Chapman. So Chapman in the box.
And I believe he said that was locked in.
Okay, so 2 minutes or one?
I did not see this. I believe it's a 1 minute.
Okay. So the Hawks with an extra man.
Shot
And a goal! How about that shot?
Goodness gracious.
Aiden McNamara with his second of the game and his 8th of the year. And the Hawks with the extra attacker tied up at 6 apiece.
I mean,
He ripped that one. I don't think I saw it. I just heard the crowd reaction. Nice goal by McNamara. And the Hawks now 1 for 2 tonight with the extra attacker. Scooped up, and the face-off won by Vieira. And Jackson Lynch will quarterback the offense up the field here. Nice pass. Something the Hawks were not doing in the first half. And he just throws that one away. And Logan Vieira, or Connor Mann was going to want that one back, Caleb.
yes, sometimes they just slip.
Hawks on a 2-0 run here to have tied this thing up 6-6.
Unfortunately for Vieira, that was just not a time where you wanted to slip.
Yeah, they had momentum, and that's a nice lead there. Wide open on the left wing. Shot, and Lynch cut the angle down, and the shot goes wide. And Martin County keeps possession. Jackson Lynch came out and really shut the angle down on that one. Schilling, who's got 2 goals, looking for the hat trick. And that's an errant pass that's going to get too far. That'll be Vieira ball.
He was expecting his teammate to take the step up and come into that one.
And Granger Lamp. Hawks with 8 seniors on their team. Almonte, Vieira, C. Fisher, Lamp, Vegas, Glick, and Santangelo. And here comes Martin County in transition, and the pass was not there. And that's something they were doing right in the first half, and so far on 2 opportunities here in the second half. Have not looked as sharp. Back in the X now. And Martin County will set up. Schilling wanted it, cut off nicely by Mann. In the slot, shot, and Lynch gets a stick on it. And it'll trickle wide to the right, and this will be Martin County possession. In front, it's in the crease, picked up, and it rolls. No, that'll be Vieira ball. So no goal.
I'll say they're going to say he stepped in the crease when he shot.
Yeah, he was definitely in the crease. Yeah. And Mac Goodman now. Here come the Hawks. Oh, good defense. Good stick check there, Caleb, to strip that ball. And here comes Martin County in transition. 1-on-3 here. And they'll stop and slow it down. Already just 3 minutes to go in this one. In the third quarter, let me just say that. Nothing like a tie game going into the fourth. This is Trey O'Donnell, who's done a good job tonight quarterbacking this unit. Nice check, another good check.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
It was a good pass. Tried to make him pay. Gets a shot off. 2:27 to go. And Martin County again will retain possession. This is Rost who has a goal. Yeah, make it hard. Aiden McNamara. Inside, shot in the goal. Ryan O'Donnell. Or Trey O'Donnell.
With a penalty afterwards.
And Trey O'Donnell with a beaut. He whipped that one to take a 7-6 lead. O'Donnell has assisted on a few tonight, and he finally puts one in the net. And with 2:07 to go, we're going to get a stoppage here and want to take that opportunity to tell everyone about Uberzadi. Uberzadi, I'll tell you, since we've launched Brevard Sports Network, Uberzadi has been right there by our side. And to see the progress that Uberzadi has made with local student athletes in Brevard County has simply been remarkable. To see what these young men and women have done to their athletic agility, their speed, their performance. They use a scientifically developed set of protocols that have really evolved over the last 20-plus years, and it really helps these student athletes develop beyond what their normal capabilities are. Speed, ground-based agility, strength training. They do it all, and they do it better than anybody else. For more information, uberzadi.com or uberzadi.life, or you can look on the bottom of the screen, and there's a telephone number there to call as well.
You know, Alan, we've had a chance to go down and see that facility and just the amount of different ways they have for athletes to get better. It truly amazes you when you step in that facility.
And they're sport specific.
Yes.
You know, watching what they have done with this Vieira lacrosse team and the Cocoa Tiger football team has been the Melbourne Bulldogs offensive line that was young and, you know, and are working together as they get older. So, yeah, they do some great stuff.
You know, Coach Nunn was telling us that Uberzadi has been made it really nice for them where they can do their conditioning at Uberzadi and get themselves more, you know, actual practice time at practice. And
yeah. So Martin County starts the second half with the ball, Caleb. Or I'm sorry, that was a timeout, not the end of the quarter. My fault.
It's okay. I wouldn't have changed it until I realized the quarter wasn't over.
My fault. That was just a time. That was a long timeout. Was that a water break?
No, I do believe that was a timeout called.
Okay. 1:44 to go here. Got all wrapped up talking about. Tyler Oblong says, "Go Hawks! Big second half coming." Seven-six Martin County. This is O'Donnell again, and I'll tell you what, Jackson Lynch with a butte there, keeping that one from between the wickets. And O'Donnell is everywhere out there for Martin County right now, and he comes away with it. He's a heck of a lacrosse player.
Unfortunately, tonight the pass is not falling where they need to for Vieira.
It's a little sloppy. They got to get this fixed, Gil. They got Lake Highland. I don't know how they do it between tonight and tomorrow, but they got Lake Highland Prep coming tomorrow. Under a minute to go in the third quarter, and Martin County is just content. They got to get back in the box here, though. They already lost one possession as a result. Trying to get one and a takeaway. We got a penalty?
Yeah.
And that's going to be a penalty. No? No.
Oh.
Offsides? No. What's the call here? Yeah, we do have a penalty.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Do we? What?
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, because he's going back in the box and taking the knee.
All right, yeah, we do have a penalty here. So Martin County will be up an extra attacker here. I'm not sure what the call is, but it's on Ryan Woodward. And we'll go, and that's smart.
Yep.
Very smart, and we'll explain why coming back here with the start of the fourth quarter. Hawks trail by 1. Come on up. All right, welcome back here to Brevard Sports Network. And Caleb, do not show me, but hit the selfie on that camera so we can show Bailey Keeter, the head coach for the girls lacrosse team, here in the booth with us between the third and fourth quarter. And, Coach, congratulations on being the head coach. And
Thanks.
So tell us about your team this year.
I believe that we have a very special group of girls this year. They've played together probably almost their whole lives. Most of the time that they've played lacrosse, they've been playing together. So they have some really good relationships on and off the field, and we're hoping to really use that to push us to the next level this year.
This senior class that you have this year, I feel old because I feel like I've literally watched them grow up
Yeah.
over the last couple of years. But this is an extremely special senior class. Snipers. You
Yeah,
got some snipers out
absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
What are the expectations for this team this year?
One word that I've been using a lot with them is just relentless. In every single play, every single ground ball, every single draw, just being relentless in every single pursuit of possession and every single minute of the game.
And for you, for those that don't know you, a little bit about your lacrosse background.
So I am originally from Pennsylvania. I grew
What
up
part?
there. York,
Know
South
it well.
Central.
Know it
Really?
well.
No
I'm
way.
from Baltimore. Used to
Oh, okay.
Go through York all the time.
Yeah, and I used to grow up going through Baltimore too.
Yeah.
So started playing there when I was in about first grade. I actually started playing in boys lacrosse because they didn't have a girls lacrosse program.
Gotcha.
So that's where I get my aggressiveness from, I guess you could say. But I came to Florida Tech to play lacrosse there, and that's how I got to Florida. So
Well,
it's been
Bailey,
great.
congratulations. We're going to
Thank
be
you.
talking to you a lot more throughout the course
Yes,
of the season.
absolutely.
And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
here
thanks for
tonight.
having me.
Absolutely. Bailey
Bye.
Keener, the head lacrosse coach for the girls team, as the fourth quarter has started here. And can you take a picture of us? There you go. All right. Send that to me. All right. Yep, absolutely. So, Caleb, why was it so smart that Martin County held on to that ball to the end of the quarter? You didn't get a chance to see it, and that's okay because we were talking to Coach Keeter, but why was that smart?
They got to keep possession to start the fourth.
Right.
And again, it allows them to continue executing their game plan. Long possessions. Vieira's got snipers, so they're just saying, well, the snipers can't shoot if they're not given a shot.
Yep. And we'll be doing Vieira girls lacrosse a lot this year as well.
I'm excited.
I'm excited about it. Coming up here in, I think, another week or so, we got Isabella DeSascio stop by the studio. We had a nice conversation with her. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a good year of lacrosse for the girls team.
And you know, one thing Coach Nunn's going to tell his boys is something Isabella DeSascio does a lot. If you look at her Instagram page, it's a lot of wall ball session. It's a lot of practicing catching.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go into those wall ball sessions focused with a goal to do something, it's amazing how more accurate your passes become.
And tonight, Martin County has done a really good, I don't know if they play wall ball, but they've done a really good job tonight. In the land, Jackson Lynch with a pick off the ground, keeping it a one-goal game. Vieira allowed just one goal in that third quarter, but they trailed by 2 going in here. And another errant pass by the Hawks is going to cost them, Caleb.
Yeah.
Sloppy passing. And that time, another ground ball for Martin County.
And that's another thing that will win and lose you games. If you cannot pick up possession, if you cannot steal possessions with ground balls, then it is really difficult to win games.
And Martin County sets back up, and they are I'd love to have Tyler Oblong. Tyler, what are you doing tomorrow night? Enjoy Bo Bartlett. Shot and wide and high to the right, off mark. Broadcast the game with Bo. Be good to get a Demeter in there, too. And Martin County, and that was a bad pass there. And I think what happened there, he wasn't sure if he wanted to shoot or pass, and he got caught in between and ended up throwing it away.
And his guy at X, I think, had assumed he was going to take the shot.
Hawks get a kill, so they are 3 for 4 on the kills tonight. Martin County 1 for 2. 8:47 to play in the game now. And for Vieira, what I don't like right now is taking a peek after you see hands on hips, heads down. I don't want to see that.
can tell a lot about a team by its body language,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and any coach will tell you that. I don't care what
Well,
sport you.
and here's the thing. I think Vieira's frustrated. They know they're a better team than this. And that's another absolutely beautiful goal by Ryan O'Donnell. And that's a 2-goal lead, Caleb, with 8:29 to play in the game.
Another
Trey O'Donnell. Why do I call this kid Ryan? Trey O'Donnell. Sorry, O'Donnells. Trey
and
O'Donnell.
that's a big goal. Look, going up now, 2 goals. Like I said, about 8.5 left to go in the game.
And the way that Martin County is keeping possession, they're chewing up 90 seconds a clip.
Yeah.
Easy. And this is an area Vieira can ill afford to lose from this point on. Ryan Woodward in the circle with Ryan Diopoulos. I promise his name is Ryan. And Vieira will win the draw as Jackson Santangelo picks it up. And I'm not sure where that one went, but that's a turnover. And that's a beautiful feed dropped. And the Hawks defense has got to come up big here. I'm not sure what that calls for. What was that call? Oh. Martin County with 8 minutes to play, clinging to a 2-goal lead here. And Jackson Lynch keeps it a 2-goal game. Hawks got to come back and win this game, or I got a lot of explaining to do to Lee.
Yeah.
Here's a flag, and the Hawks are going to go a man up here now. Delayed penalty coming. Shot! And a save, and that was a rebound.
And
they're going to call. Oh, that's not a smart play by Vieira there. Oh, they're going to pick it up. They're going to wave this one off over here. Did you see him wave it off?
Yeah.
Or did he wave it off, or did he? Okay.
I was saying, like, that's usually the universal sign for.
Yeah, waving it off. I didn't know if he was waving it off or saying, hey, I got one too.
But.
Yeah, he's officially waves it off. And the Hawks will go up a man here. And they have got to cash in right here.
If I can, Vieira got.
They got lucky on that one.
Yeah. Typically, any time a helmet is touched, that's an automatic flag.
Yeah. And Vieira works it around the perimeter. Velitis is over there. And Vieira looking. Inside. And Vieira. Kyle Fisher makes it a 1-goal game. And a nice job by Kyle Fisher with the extra man. And Hawks with their second extra man tally of the night. And for Kyle Fisher, goal number 7 this year. And Vieira within a goal with 7 minutes to go. Critical face-off. And they'll win it. What a job by Velitis coming in. Actually, check that. That was Ben Van Genekten that came in and scooped that up. And Van Genekten checks up and checks out as Landon Almonte comes on. And the Hawks looking to tie it up here with 6:36 to go. Spins, turns, Aiden McNamara, and nice job there by Patrick McCoy to scoop that out of the air. Nice save by the senior keeper. And this is Trey O'Donnell with it, and O'Donnell crushed to the ground, and a flag flies in, a delayed penalty coming on Vieira, and here it comes, and there's the whistle, and the Hawks will go a man down. Trip. Called a trip. 6:06 to play, and Martin County with the extra attacker. The Hawks 3 for 4 tonight in the PK department. And Bob Nunn is out there cheering on his defense right now, his penalty killing unit, as they're going to need to come up huge here. 6 minutes to go. Nice play. Oh, and they had it taken away and scooped up. That was a great play defensively by Jacob Glick, but he had his stick checked there and scooped up by Zach Chapman. 5:30 to go. Hawks down by 1. Martin County is not in a hurry. Squeeze in the box. Diopoulos with it. Diopoulos back to the top of the slot, swings it over to the left side. Nice pass down low. Jackson Lynch with a great save. The rebound out front. They battle for it, and Vieira ball. No, Martin County ball. How is that
Now,
Martin County
wait
ball?
a minute, yeah.
Not sure. Can't tell you.
So maybe they didn't count that as a shot. They counted it as a pass from Vieira.
Whistle. Timeout, Martin County. 4:54 to go in the game. And once again, you're watching another thriller here as boys lacrosse on Brevard Sports Network, powered by Natwick Insurance.
So just to be clear, I think what they're saying is it was last touched by Vieira and it was counted as like a pass rather than a shot.
What are they saying, Tyler? Is that Caleb? I'm sure Caleb's right.
Well,
Tyler said terrible call, so that's what I thought.
Okay.
I don't know the specifics, but I'm gonna go with Tyler and you.
Listen, I think Tyler might be right. It's a terrible call.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining
No,
what
I got it. That's what I'm saying. I agree.
Yeah.
4:54 to go. 8-7 is our score. I always get Jackson Lynch and Jackson Robb mixed up. So when you look at our notes, right? If you read our notes, it says in goal, Jackson Robb is the 2-time BSN Defensive Player of the Year. That's simply not the case.
Well, hey, look. When you're getting your first starts,
Right.
you can win Defensive Player of the Year from the bench, Alan.
Right. Long stick midi. We got our own long stick midi in the booth with us this year. Jackson's actually starting, though.
Yes, he
for
is.
Satellite, so good for him.
He's starting at the start of the season. I think he got his first start, I think, the middle of last year or towards the end. I don't remember offhand.
When he first started with us, that long stick would be taller than him.
Yes.
But now,
Him and I still have a bet.
what is it?
He says he'll be able to dunk by the time he's a senior.
I love Jackson. Okay. That one I'd have to see in person.
Well, here's the bet I made with him. I said if he's able to, I will give him the opportunity to dunk on me, and it'll be the BSN Play of the Day.
At least I'd have something to land on. 4:54 to go. Here, Vieira up, or Vieira down, I should say, by 1. My apologies. And O'Donnell is the guy the Hawks need to keep an eye on. So get out of my way. What defense? That's great defense right there. That's going to be, oh, my goodness. That's a cross check. Lynch keeps him in it, and Lynch is hurt. And that'll be Martin County ball, but we got another penalty coming, and that was an
Nope.
undisciplined play. And that was a cross check right there for sure. Had him, they played great defensively on him. Outstanding defense right there. And then at the last minute threw the cross check. 4:14 to go. They killed the other one off, so.
And right now, Coach Nunn's saying the exact same thing, Alan.
Yeah. 4:05 and another man advantage for Martin County. They've done well tonight. And just working the ball around the perimeter, Caleb, they've done really well tonight. 3:40 to go. God, I want to see a shot clock. Back outside, Caleb.
Yeah, and look, they're getting their touches in the box and then just saying, come guard me.
Yep.
Another touch in the box.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
And that's O'Donnell. Whistle timeout coming. Yes, indeed. Martin County, 3:06 to go. And Martin County takes a timeout. You know, what I don't like is, if I'm Martin County, what I don't like is I don't like the conservative nature. I want this 2-goal lead. And that may be the reason for the timeout. Vieira's got snipers galore. Now,
yes.
I know things haven't gone well for the Hawks tonight, but when you look at this lineup and you look at this roster and you look at their shooters, they got a lot of quick draws out there.
Yeah.
So if I'm Martin County and I'm Martin County's coach, my game plan right now is work deeper and go get that 2-goal lead right now.
And you know, like you said, you just had a man-up situation. There should at least be a quality shot attempt there when you're man up.
I get everything they've done to this point, but you know, prevent defenses and prevent offenses.
Yes.
They prevent you from winning. And Vieira may have to come out and be a little more aggressive here. Well, Raymond Holsworth, we would love to broadcast a certain girls and boys team playing in the state tournament and not being broadcasted again. The cost is $500. We do take Venmo. I can come pick up a check if you'd like to help. If you'd like to get the sponsors to pay for it, you can do that as well. That is not our fee. That is the Florida High School Athletic Association fee. Brevard Sports Network provides a lot of free streams, but I appreciate the fact that you jump on a lacrosse broadcast and say that. $2:51 to go in the game. But, yeah, I mean, send me a private message. I'd be happy to take the money to go broadcast state series tournament play. It's not cheap, and it's not my fee. It's the Florida High School Athletic Association's fee. So before a comment like that is made, you probably should do your research. 2:35 to go. And O'Donnell with it. And he has been the thorn in the side of the Hawks tonight. And Deopolis has it. Oh! Did he keep it out? And Vieira will get it with 1:59 to go here. They got cute with it, Caleb.
Can't do that.
Oh, no, he dropped it.
And
There's no goalie. Jackson is out of the goal. This is trouble. And he missed the goal. But it'll still be Martin County ball. Wow, what a turn of events. And what's the flag?
Oh, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. The Martin County player ran to the back here and threw his stick.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, the Martin.
All right, so Vieira's going to be up a man here. That is an undisciplined penalty there that I'm sure Martin County's coach will take care of. 1:41 to go.
Precision passing has to be accomplished here.
This is Velitis. Matt Goodman wide open there. Inside, Goodman tripped. No call. Martin County. Vieira comes up with it. 1:18 to go. Inside, and a save by McCoy. $1:09 to go and a timeout on the field. So while we have a timeout, I'd like to let Mr. Raymond Holsworth know what our Venmo and our
Cash App.
Our Cash App is.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, our Venmo is at Sports Brevard. Our Cash App is at Sports Brevard. And, again, each basketball game would cost $250. So if you want to send $500, we'll do the girls' game and the boys' game next week. So thank you very much, and that finishes that thought. 1:09 to go. 8-7 is our score. Vieira will have possession.
Now, I'll wait and make my statement after.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to jinx
I
anything.
just get the feeling we're going to overtime here.
All right, fine. Now you uttered that word.
Right.
I'm not familiar with how I forget how overtime works in lacrosse.
Okay.
I'm not sharp with my overtime rules.
Isn't it sudden death? Is it sudden death? Overtime? What's overtime in lacrosse? Sudden death? Yeah.
Like I said,
It varies, yeah. We're asking. We'll find out. 1:09 to go, but we got to get there first.
The last overtime game you did was MCC Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, here we go. In front, and a save by Al. What a save, Caleb. Oh, he throws it away, and somehow it ends up under a minute to go, and finally picked up by the man you did not want to have it. And Vieira, will they get it back? No, they will not. Vieira's got a stick check here. 45 seconds to go. And a great pass over to O'Donnell, who ducks in and under. That's a bad call. He ducked into a high stick.
Yep.
He ducked into the high stick. But that's Trey O'Donnell tonight. He has been outstanding. Going to be, and one Vieira's in trouble here because once they retain possession, it's going to be Martin County ball. Shot, save, 12 seconds, and that'll be, and the penalty will now get called for a hit to the head. Tyler says sudden death.
Okay.
8.9 seconds to go, and Martin County will get the ball back because of the penalty and run out the clock here, Caleb, and wow,
Oof.
This is not the outcome I was expecting tonight.
No. Some things got to be cleaned up.
Yep. And they got no time.
No.
Because tomorrow night, one of the top teams in the state are coming to town. Our Uberzati player of the match tonight is going to be Trey O'Donnell from Martin County. And from Vieira, it's going to be Aiden McNamara. And that will do it. Martin County comes into Vieira and pulls the upset, Caleb. They remain 3-0. Vieira with an early season loss and one they're going to need to learn from with a schedule like the one they play.
Again, not to sound like a broken record, but Martin County did everything you need to do to win a game. Capitalize off mistakes, long turnovers, and not allowing Vieira to be the powerhouse that we know them to be.
It was an outstanding game plan by the coaches and hopefully a wake-up call for the Vieira Hawks tonight. And we'll see, because tomorrow night they got no time, again, as we say. And once again, I mean, you got to give all the credit in the world to Martin County, because that was one whale of it. Martin County made Vieira play their game.
Yes.
Their two previous wins were 5-2 and 7-1, and they held one of the most potent offenses on the Treasure Coast and on the Space Coast to just 6 goals here tonight. Well, Mr. Holsworth, I put these posts up out there, and so it's frustrating to me to be called out like that with what I deem to be vitriol, and to know how many times that I've addressed this issue to the general public and the 30,000 followers on all of our social media, it gets frustrating, and it makes us feel bad that we're not doing something we feel like we should be doing. But we simply can ill afford to pay for all of these games out of our own pocket. And again, if you'd like to help next week, we'd be more than happy to broadcast that. Please reach out to me, and let's work together in securing a sponsorship from one of the local businesses to broadcast those games. Final score, final thoughts, Caleb.
I mean, congratulations to Martin County and Vieira. It's time to wake up.
Yep, no doubt. And again, they need to do it in a hurry. So that'll wrap it up here. We want to thank Uberzati. And again, you're watching Brevard Sports Network, powered by Natwick Insurance. And man, what a game! We'll see you tomorrow night, right back here again tomorrow night, as we got regional semifinals, our soccer tomorrow night, as the boys and the girls Vieira teams look to advance to the regional finals. It's tough to keep all this straight. And then Vieira boys lacrosse will take on Lake Highland Prep. Next week we get into baseball, softball, more lacrosse, and, of course, state tournament basketball. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports